Hibari! Asuka, what are you doing here? Can't you tell I'm here to rescue you? Rescue me? After what I did? It doesn't matter what you did. Friends help each other out. Friends. Don't worry about the scroll. We'll figure something out. Chin up. Okay. What's wrong? Something on your mind? No, it's nothing. No big deal. Then let's go. We need to meet up with the others and get out of here. I bet this Hibari's a doll or something, because they also said Haruka was missing. Oh, I missed one of the scrolls. Come on, Hibari, cheer up. I try to sound as cheerful as possible, but Hibari's still down in the dumps. She's clearly been acting funny ever since we got back from the Bijou. I guess even Kagura can't make her smile. She's not like her old self at all. Everyone can sense it, and it's really done a number on the mood in the ninja room. Mr. Kiryu walks into the room, exhaustion on his face. He sighs at us. I'd like a moment alone with Hibari, please. What you gonna talk about? He doesn't answer. Well, so much for curiosity. We all slip out of the room. Once we're outside, Asuka, Karuga, and Yagu all walk off in separate directions. I get how they feel. I'd rather be alone right now, too. I walk off campus and wander around. I lose track of time as I roam the town, and before I know it, the sun's starting to set. I must have walked a long way. Just as I mutter that, something flies at me out of nowhere. Damn it. I was daydreaming, and someone got the drop on me. I'm dead meat. But in that same instant... Huh? A mass of fluff poofs right into my arms. Perfectly round body, cute little brown eyes. Any way you look at it, it can only be Choco. Choco! I hug him with all my might. Choco wags his tail like there's no tomorrow. Tears gush from my eyes, and he laps them all up. I've missed you so much, Choco. I hug him, and time seems to freeze for a moment. He jumps back out of my arms and starts running somewhere. What's wrong? I hurry after him. He looks back, his tail fluttering back and forth. I think he wants me to keep on following him. No way. Couldn't be. No chance. It hits me all at once. I know where he's trying to take me. Only one place it could be. He's taking me to Mom and Dad. I chase after him as fast as I can. Over mountains, through valleys, across rivers. Running, running, running. Finally he stops in a remote mountain forest. What I see there is a small village, hidden away from everything. I follow Choco's line of sight. There's a field ahead, with eggplants, tomatoes, and cucumbers. And past that field, I see my parents. There they are, weeding the crops. My eyes overflow with tears. They trail down my cheeks. Choco runs around my feet. It's like he's telling me to hurry up and go to them. But I stop myself. Choco, I can't. I can't go see them. I understand everything. I know why my parents left me. It's because they failed a mission as shinobi. When shinobi fail a critical mission, they're expected to pay with their lives. But my parents didn't do that. After they failed their mission, they abandoned me at home and disappeared. Since then, they've been so-called renegade shinobi, secretly living here in this village. They left me to protect me from whatever punishment might still come their way. If I go to them now, I'd put us all at risk, and their sacrifice would be for nothing. Thanks for bringing me here, Choco. Give him a big hug. It's enough for me just to know where my parents are, to know they're safe. How can I get to live with them again? I'll have to become the most elite good shinobi I can be. If I can rise high enough in the ranks, maybe I can gain enough influence to have them both pardoned. So I have to grow stronger. Strong enough to hold them again. Come on now, get going. Pull away from Choco. Go on now. He gives me a puzzled look, then turns and runs back into the field. I have to get out of here, and fast. Before my parents notice me. Dad, Mom, I promise I'll come back again, and we can all go home. I wipe the tears from my eyes. When I get back to the ninja room, everyone's standing at the door, looking confused. They're still not done talking? I strain to hear them, and I can just make out Master Kiryu talking to Hibari. Do you feel responsible? Should you not attempt to retrieve this Super Ninja Art Scroll? I don't hear Hibari say anything back. I get the impression the whole conversation's gone like this. I open the door to the ninja room and walk in. Katsuragi, who said you could come in here? It's not like you're getting anywhere, is it? Yagi walks in the ninja room behind me. Master Kiria, we would like to join this discussion. Kruger and Asuka both walk in after her. If it's about the SNAS, it's a problem for us all. That's right. Master Kiria finally gives in to her combined forces. Very well. Take your seats, all of you. Master Kiria stands at the podium and looks out at us. As long as the scroll remains in Hibijo custody, all shinobi students at Hanzo Academy are suspended. As if on cue, we all go pale. And no other shinobi school will accept any of you. You mean, we can't be shinobi? Master Kiria nods. Asuka slumps and I give her a big slap on the back. What are you all down in the mouth for? That just means we have to get the scroll back, right? I say, and I mean every word. I can't afford to give up on being a shinobi. It's the only chance I have of ever being with my parents again. You're right. Asuka's face lights up. Let's go recover the SNES. Yeah. Everyone's motivation is maxed out now. Except for Hibari. She still looks gloomy as hell. What is it, Hibari? This is your big chance to fix everything. Right. We can do this, Hibari. Despite our encouragement, she doesn't react at all. Do you have any idea how to get the scroll back, Cat? She snaps with a whisper. Well, obviously, we have to beat up Hibijo. I saw... A twinge of sadness flickers over her face. Saw what? Yagi asked gently. Just because they're Hibijo doesn't mean they're bad people. They study really hard and look after their friends, just like we do. I can tell she's been wanting to say that for a while, especially when she starts tearing up. What's the difference between a good shinobi and an evil one? And why do we have to fight each other? The ninja room goes quiet. I can't think of anything to say. I've never thought of the Hibijo students as anything other than opponents before. But now that she mentions it, it makes sense. Maybe good and evil really are just a matter of perspective. Even my parents are no different. Renegade shinobi are evil, but I don't think of my parents that way. In fact, they did what they felt was right, to protect me. The Hibijo are the same way. I'm sure they're just doing what they think is right. I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Master Kiria, I have a favor to ask. It wasn't a Kruger Yagi who broke the silence, but Asuka. What is it? Please let me train. Train? Asuka just stares at Hibari. I get it. Asuka has an idea. I know she does. She must want to tell Hibari something through training. Somewhere along the line, Asuka discovered a knack for leadership. I decide to let her handle this. Asuka, why are you training now? I didn't want to fight Homer either, so I do understand where you're coming from. But that's all changed now. How so? If you'd seen me train before, you'd know. Master Kiria, please. Very well. I'll play the part of your rival. Keep up with me. My rival? You mean... Alright, I, Asuka, will show you a dance cloaked in shadow. Do I have to fight Master Kiria? Defeat Kiria disguised as Homer. Is he gonna look like her too? Because they didn't feel like animating his character model to attack and stuff? Oh, there's just fucking dummies too? Of course there's dummies too. So I guess as far as my costume goes, there's only a couple things left. There's like the head and neck accessories I still need to do. Like I bought the wig because she's got big old hair. I gotta find pink hair ties, I guess. I mean, I have some regular pink hair ties because I have a ponytail myself. But I mean like big hair ties. She has big hair. Yeah, this is awesome, this camera right here. I can't see a goddamn thing. Here we go. And then she has like a thing that kind of goes around her neck, which should be pretty easy to make. That's just going to be black foam again, too. I'll probably use like a light cardboard base. Because at work we have these cardboard separators for some of the products that have served a lot of purposes in my craft career, I suppose. That's pretty much it. Not a whole lot of work. Pretty easy stuff. I think this one's gonna turn out okay. I'm not necessarily a very skilled cosplayer. Like I said, I don't even have a sewing machine. I'm just okay at it. Always learning new stuff. And because I don't do it very often, I'm never really getting better. So I'm just kind of okay at it. But I'm pretty confident this one's gonna turn out okay. But it's nothing too complicated. Like before, when I worked in my Beelzemon costume, there was all these little complications, especially with making the costume comfortable, because it was like a leather jacket and stuff in the hot heat that usually accompanies Anime North. Then there was like making his helmet, which was weird and isn't like a regular helmet you can just buy. So that was made from scratch, or like the boots with the claws sticking out. That was a little tough to make. But this one, like, even though it does have a lot of unique accessories, they're nothing like beyond my skill, I don't think. Like, Beelzemon really pushed it. I worked really hard on that. I touched up a couple times as the years went on, and yeah, it was just tough to do. This one, very simple stuff, just a couple unique details for the character. My ex-girlfriend Heather, whom I still talk to, she's all into that cosplay. She's super into cosplay, as well as her best friend, who is I think goes by Candy Cosplay. If you're interested, so whenever I need certain cosplay advice, I usually go to her, because we're still good friends. And she's super helpful. Always has great advice. She's helped me quite a bit. Yeah, or even just for like general girl stuff, because my girlfriend Kim, she's not particularly girly. I mean, she's girly, but she's not like crazy into makeup and stuff and accessories, so I can't always go to her for that kind of stuff. But Heather, my ex, had I have this thing where I have some built up callus on the bottom of my feet I'm very conscious of. It doesn't hurt. I can't feel it when I step or anything like that. Anyways, let's do this and get her to transform. Oh, is she even gonna get a chance to Oh yeah, of course she is, dang it. But whatever the case, yeah, so she has suggested looking up a thing called pumice stone, which would smooth out the bottom of my feet, because I don't like this built up callus I got. The main reason for that is because I like to go for foot and leg rubs at the local massage place. Well, it's called Nails For You. They do like nails, like pedicures, manicures, various massages. And because I'm always on my feet at work, I like to get feet rubs and stuff. And especially before Anime North, it's good to get, because Anime North, you spend a lot of time on your feet. Why would you taunt right now? Not even going to combo you real hard. So yeah, I want to go in for a foot rub before Anime North, just to get out of the way of that, because I sees it coming. There's that flash. Oh, how you like that? But yeah, that's part of my preparation for Anime North is the foot rub. Because like I said, you're on your feet the whole time, and you'd think like, oh, get a foot rub afterwards, but it's like, nah, if you go to an event where you're on your feet the whole time with sore feet, you're just gonna have a bad time. You want to go with completely restored feet, so you feel good the whole time. And then if necessary, you go for another one afterwards, but it's never really been necessary. It's good to feel nice. Also, I think finishing someone with burst is what causes the strip thing. Yeah, I think that is what causes it. I wonder if there's a trophy for doing that like a shit ton of times. I don't super know. That's a finished mission. It's time for another drink. Master Kiria, one more. No, as many times as it takes. Let's keep going until I can't even stand. Please, Asuka, that's enough. Hibari. I get it, Asuka. The only thing we can do is become shinobi. Yeah, the drive to succeed exists in both good and evil shinobi. It's just like you said. We want to be the best we can. It doesn't matter who's right. That's not the point. We fight because we're working toward a goal. If there's one way we can really communicate with the Bijou, it's through battle. Yeah, I get it. I'll come along with you and help get back the scroll. Whatever happens, I'll fight. You think that'll help them understand us? And maybe help us understand them? Count on it. Our drive to become shinobi is like a language we all understand. Asuka. Come on, Ibari. Let's give it all we've got. So the showdown with the Bijou is almost here. I walk around the shop's district, bathed in the light of the setting sun. I stare indifferently at my lengthening shadow. I may have talked big to Ibari, but I'm still pretty wet behind the ears myself. Grandpa told me power has to be a pairing of sword and shield. I still don't know what he meant by that. I've got a long way to go on the path of the shinobi. In my fight so far, I've learned that combat is about more than just swordplay and secret ninja arts. Sometimes my enthusiasm for battle can make up for my physicality. If not for that, there'd be no way someone like me, with so much still to learn, could survive. But this time I'll be fighting Homura, and she has this snass. Unless I figure out what Grandpa meant, I don't think I'll be able to lay a finger on her. In the middle of my aimless wandering, someone bumps into me from behind. Oops, sorry about that. It's a red-haired girl with a bandana concealing her mouth. Oh, don't worry, are you alright? I'm just fine, see ya. With that, the girl takes off, as if she were running away. Haven't I seen her somewhere before? That didn't seem like an accident either. I hurriedly search my cleavage. Yep, my wallet's gone. That girl must have taken it. She's one of the Grunt Mountain thieves. Just like last time. Ugh, I'm such an idiot. I start chasing after her. Since I noticed the theft right away, it doesn't take me long to catch up to her. Hey, give me back my wallet. The redhead looks back at me in surprise. There's only one 500 yen coin in here. 500 yen is still money, and it's my only allowance. That's when it happens. I glimpse a shadowy figure, and then the redhead drops like a sack of potatoes. The figure picks my wallet up off the ground, off the road, and I see her face. Some people never learn. Homura. She approaches me with my wallet in hand. And you call yourself a shinobi? She sighs as she holds the wallet out to me. I take it back and scratch my head. I've been doing some thinking. Homer stares directly into my eyes. No, I'm not going to hand you back the snass. I involuntarily gasp. No, I'll take that back myself. That's a whole different thing than the wallet. My words give Homer a thin smile. Bring it any time. I'll kick your ass. That won't happen. Failure's not an option for us. I say that with all the conviction I can muster. You won't win. Well, we're sure not going to lose. I know I'm just needling her at this point. She gives me a bitter smile. Well, whichever. We'll find out soon enough. She turns her back on me and starts walking. Wait, Homura! The words are out of my mouth before I realize I've said them. What? You want to do this right here and now? No, I was just thinking. It's almost dinner time. Yeah, you're right. Are you getting hungry at all? Well, I could go for some food. Same here, same here. I start to smile. She clicks her tongue at me. Where are you going with this? Put on my most cheerful voice. Well, you want to eat together? Huh? Homer looks genuinely confused. Me, I just keep the momentum going. You've brought my wallet back twice now, so I'll buy. How about it? Do you have the slightest idea what you're saying? Yep. I look her dead in the eye. She thinks about it for a second, then the corners of her mouth turn up in a little smile. Fine then, but it's gotta be something good. Okay, leave it to me. I reply with a thumbs up. I take her to Grandpa's sushi restaurant. Perfect timing too, no customers at the moment. Grandpa's eyes go big and round when he sees us walking in. The mark on that outfit. Now, don't worry about it. Homer suddenly throws her guard up. What the hell's this about? Why is a legendary shinobi in a sushi restaurant? Huh? You know my grandpa, Homura? Well, yeah, you learned about him in Shinobi History 101. Guess Grandpa's well known, even within Bijou. Well, no introduction's necessary then. We're not here to fight, Grandpa, just to eat. Is that okay? I put my hands together as I plead my case. Well, don't just stand there. Have a seat. A customer's a customer. I nudge Homer from behind, steering her towards a seat at the counter. I want 500 yen worth of Fudumaki rolls. How about you, Homer? Chef's pick. Homer keeps her eyes on Grandpa as she orders. That's when Grandpa breaks into a big smile. You got it. Here you go. Grandpa lays out the usual Fudumaki roll for me and a lineup of seasonal fish for Homer. Skipjack tuna, striped jack, sea bass. My Fudumaki roll is good, but seeing her meal makes my mouth water. Thanks for the meal. I bite into the thick Fudumaki roll. Homer eats her sushi delicately. Her table manners remind me a lot of Ikaruga's, which surprises me. Actually. I wouldn't have thought Homer would do anything delicately. We both relish our meals. Grandpa doesn't try to talk, and Homer doesn't say a single word, because the food is just that good. Grandpa proclaims the meal is on the house. Come again! Without a word, Homer gives him a polite bow. It's getting pretty dark outside the restaurant. We walk through the shops district in silence. It's not even that we feel awkward around each other. It's more like that comfortable silence shared by old friends. What an odd feeling. We didn't meet all that long ago, and most of our time together so far has been in life or death battle on opposite sides. But she still feels like an old friend to me. What do you hope to get out of being a shinobi? Huh? Just answer the question. Well, to follow in Grandpa's footsteps, the path of the shinobi has to be a pairing of sword and shield. I'm not putting it very well, and Homer lets out a big sigh. I have no clue what you're talking about. Honestly, neither do I. Like I said, I can talk big to Hibari, but I don't really know what the path of the shinobi is. For starters, I still don't get Grandpa's whole sword and shield thing. But there's one thing I've always known. Being a shinobi will allow me to protect the people I care about, not in the open, but from the shadows. Homer perks up when she hears me say that. Why from the shadows, though? Because I think justice is its own reward. Homer probably thinks I'm all talk, but it really is the way I've always felt. I get it. You've got the blood of that sushi chef in your veins, Homer mutters. Huh? What do you mean? When your grandpa was in his prime, he was always on the front line for his friends, in every battle, no matter how dangerous it got. Crazy, huh? Now that she mentions it, she's right. I can't help but think about it in chess terms. Grandpa was like a rook or a knight moving out ahead of the pawns. It's not the kind of strategy you usually see. And yeah, he was strong, but he'd always come back wounded. Even so, he never asked for any kind of reward, just wanted to protect his friends. That's the sword and shield, I blurt out. Homer smiles a little. I notice we're near the edge of the shops district. So what is it you want out of being a shinobi? I don't expect her to answer, but I ask anyways. As soon as I ask, she spins around to face me. We stop and look each other in the eyes. Her pupils are stunningly clear. I want proof that I'm alive. That moment when you feel the euphoria of it. Life and death are two sides of the same coin, so I want a life or death battle, and being a shinobi is perfect for that. A hint of a smile flickers across her face. Asuka, will you let me taste that euphoria? When I can't find the answer, she turns back around and keeps walking. This is far enough, she declares as we reach the end of the shops district. I'm still fumbling for a response when she vanishes like a shadow. I almost feel like I've been hallucinating. I stand there, staring at the empty space where she'd just been. When my phone goes off, I step back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. I look at the screen and see Kat's name. Asuka, get your ass back to the ninja room. Master Kirio's got some big news. Big news? He said Hanzo Academy's got another SNES. What? Oops, didn't mean to shout. As enforcers of justice, there are times when we must listen to all sides. Therefore, Hanzo Academy has both yin and yang, two SNES. I hope to inform you girls sooner, but the second scroll is top secret, and the headmaster only gave permission just now. I see. So what Homura stole is essentially the Yang scroll. What we have here is its counterpart, the Yin scroll. Asuka, I'd like to entrust the Yin Scroll to you. What? Why me? Cat and Kagura are way stronger, aren't they? In terms of power and technique, yes indeed, but the lesson of the scroll can only be learned by someone with more than that. The Yin Scroll demands rigorous discipline. If you attempt to harness it with only ordinary resolve, it could break your body and soul alike. To wit, it requires an exceptionally strong spirit. A strong spirit. That is why I've chosen you. I believe in your devotion to your very own path of the shinobi. I've arranged a different regimen for the others. It will help them each grow stronger, in their own way. Understood, sir. I'll do it. I'll learn everything the Yin Snas can teach me. Very well. Then you must overcome the trials I put before you. Yes, sir. Oh, it's back to gameplay again. Christ, I can't remember the last time there was gameplay. There's just so much dang reading. Not that I dislike it, I do enjoy reading. Alright, let's fight these people at that village where Katz's parents live, apparently. I mean, when I saw this place in the picture, I was like, yeah, that looks like one of the battlegrounds from that I recognize. Yeah, it's definitely President Shinobi versus. I think that's where there's like a really tough Yomi battle that takes place here. Probably a lot of other things too, but I'm just remembering that in particular. Oh, time to go this way. Yeah, that burst is super OP. I like it a whole lot. It does take quite a while to build up though. But oh yeah, back to the original topic. Wait, what is that? What is that item? Oh, heals 50% health. Yeah, Heather had recommended I get a pumice stone for my feet to apparently smoothen them out and shave them down. So I was looking at these pumice stone accessories on Amazon because I'm too embarrassed to walk into women's beauty sections in stores. That's literally the reason. And I saw a couple. I was like, "Oh, it's pumice stone on a stick. You rub it on your foot." But they didn't have very good reviews. People are complaining, like, "Oh, yeah, it's not great. I mean, it's okay for smoothing out your foot, but I feel it's callous, yada yada." And there's just straight up this thing that looks like a cheese grater. It is just straight up a cheese grater for your foot. And I was like, I think that's what I need. Because like I have tried to scrub this like it's like if you were to imagine a scab of callus, it's kind of like that, but it can't be peeled off, so it's just a like bump. And yeah, like I said, I just don't like it. It's ugly and unsightly and makes me feel conscious about it. So I'm like, I'm just gonna get this fucking cheese grater and just shave my foot away. I wonder if I can burst all these guys all at once. Oh yeah. No, it didn't defeat them for sure, but it's probably tons of damage. My meter's full, so I might as well transform. It's just kind of a waste if I don't. So yeah, I ordered this cheese grater for my foot, this foot grater, because I cannot scrub it off, no matter how hard I try. And I don't want to just pick it or cut it off, and this is a thing for this application specifically. And because it wasn't over $35 and I wanted free shipping, and you gotta spend over $35 on Amazon. I don't know if it's like that in the States, but that's what it's like here. Oh wow, I got 12 of the fucking secret growth medicines. I thought those were super hard to get. Anyway, so yeah, and I finally bit the bullet and bought a House, or Hausu, which is like one of my favorite horror movies, or even horror movies and Japanese movies of all time, because it's just so amazing. Apparently the Criterion Collection is like really, it's been on my wish list for ages, and the price has literally never gone down. So I was just like, you know what, there's not going to be a sale, this price will never go down, just bite the bullet, spend the money. It is a really great movie, and so I did. and I'm excited to receive it. Apparently, like, the visuals are all touched up, like it's Blu-ray, so they use like the original film reel to make it as crisp as possible. It's got a bunch of special features and interviews and stuff, so I'm excited to learn more about a movie I love. That's a mission finished, so let's take another sip. I did it, Master, I won! We've only just begun. The use of the yin scroll requires far more training than this. Yes, sir, I'm ready for it. Yeah, you're right, there's already been enough dialogue. Let's finish the mission already. What will happen when two SNAS users fight? Will one of us die? I'm sure being a shinobi means always having thoughts like this. Homer said that she fights to feel alive. Will she feel alive if I fight her as hard as I can? Everyone has different reasons for fighting. There's no time for these distractions. I'm fighting to become a shinobi, so I can protect everyone from the shadows. That's why I can't give up. I have to get back to Yang Scroll. Oh wow, and just like that gameplay, that's been like the shortest amount of dialogue in a stage quite yet. I guess this is just a number of trials, so I should just be moving along. I should I haven't done the strip thing where I go into the mode where I take off all my clothes, because you know I've had a couple bad experiences with that. I mean, last session there was that one fight with Yomi where I just got one punch. But I feel like it's way more manageable in stages where I'm just fighting a bunch of guys and not like one boss in particular. Maybe I'll do that next time. I think it might just be a group of enemies. You can't always tell by the description. Because like the description will be like, rescue Hibari. And like, what does that mean? Does that mean I'm fighting multiple enemies? Does that mean there's gonna be a boss? There's... like, all I do is fight things, which is a group of enemies and then a boss, or a group of enemies, or a boss. There's no rescue Hibari. It's a stupid specific. Another thing is, I noticed that there's a trophy for like a shit ton of the growth potions, or whatever they are. I haven't used any of them yet, so I have quite a few saved up. But the number that the trophy wants you to have is like super high, and I really need to look up if that's collect that much altogether or have that much at one time, because I want to know if I can use these or not. Because of course I want to get the trophy and then use them, but if it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, just collect this overall, then I can start using them confidently. The game's still pretty recent, so I don't imagine there's any trophy guides for it. But it's been a couple of days, maybe a week or two now. So it might be worth looking up just to confirm so I can know if I can use my potion things or not. Alright, hold on, I want to do my thing. I want to burst a bit. There, I'll take care of everybody. Except this one guy, apparently. Oh, and those ones. There's just a whole bunch more suddenly. Well, I might as well do this then. I think that that spinning part of the combo that Asuka does, I think that's actually like huge combo. If I remember correctly, that was like the best way to get your combo up, was using her in that stage with unlimited guys. I keep saying guys when all the enemies are literally females. I'll take a couple out. These guys run around in circles, so they're bound to just run in the way of this combo. It's not such a smart idea now, is it? One thing that I'm a little bummed out about, because like of course this game is an improved version of the original, using, you know, an enhanced engine from Festival Versus, but there's a couple, I guess, like just eat like what is the term for it? when they add stuff just to make your life easier. Whatever the case, in previous games, or at least in PBS, PHP Splash, there you could look at the costume before you bought it, and then this does not have that. It just has the names of costumes, then you just buy them and then can look at them. I'd like to know what they look like, because there's just some I don't particularly care for. That's another sip. Amazing. I've never felt so much power. Is this what the Yin Scroll can do? Kept you waiting, Homura. Next time, we fight as equals. Full strength against full strength, and may the best woman win.